Hey, what's going on, you guys? Drayski back with another video. So today, what we're gonna get into is we have a faction wars. I did my faction wars, so well, not all of it, but we did faction wars. I'm gonna go through how I did some of these things, also as well. I said that all wrong. I'm gonna go through how I did all of these things, and then I'm gonna show you which one of these I need to do. So basically, we did all of them except Demon Spawn and Night Revenant. But you know, I haven't been posting videos on here, but recently, let's see, like literally like a couple days ago, I pulled these two. So I pulled Catraxa during the Devil Void event, and I pulled Mortu Macabre just opening shards during the Devil the times 10 champion event. So I got a Mortu Macabre. I am going to use him to beat faction wars because I'm going to run him in the shield set. Not a lot of speed on the shield set, but I'm going to try to put some speed glyphs on him and see what we can do, because I want HP there and there. We want crit rate, and I want to get his crit damage up to 100%. So I got a couple more things I got to do, and I also want his accuracy to be kind of high to land those block buffs and the hair reduction and everything. But what I want to do is I want to set this build up to where and I may change this out too, because even though some of his stuff scale off of attack and HP, this peril is only off of HP. So at that point, I really wouldn't care about having attack on this, because I don't care about this hitting hard as much as I care about this hitting hard. So it really depends. I might try to get more HP depending on how much HP I have after I do all of this. But this is just placeholder gear for the faction war, because I need a shield set. I need some type of defense for my champions. But that was just a quick side note. But let's get into the actual video. So we're gonna do Dark Elves. I'm gonna show you guys how I did my Dark Elves. I actually don't have the video for my Lizard Man. I may do it over again just so I can record a video for you guys. Okay, so you see, it was an hour long video because I failed a couple times. You end up failing, okay? So you're not gonna always get it. And then I think we ended up getting it here. But let's start from the beginning here. It's gonna be a 15-minute run. So let's go ahead and do this. What I ended up doing, so you see we're here. Let me mute this because I was talking while I was doing this. But what you want to do is you want to have if you could have this champion here. I forgot her name, I'm sorry, my mind is just racing right now. So if you want to, you gotta have her to be able to provoke all of the enemies that you got to deal with. And Cold Heart comes in clutch, as well as you need a Pain Keeper, man. You need a Pain Keeper. I tried to do this without a Pain Keeper, and it was so hard because you need to make sure you get those skill cooldowns as much as possible. You see, we don't really have damage in this setup besides the Cold Heart. So what you want to do is you want to be able to heal up with the Pain Keeper, even though the Kaden can revive. This boss is still pretty hard to do. It took me a while to be able to do this stuff because I was really like, I didn't know what to do. So let's go ahead and skip forward a little bit, because it's pretty much just provoking ally protect, and you'll eventually get done with that part. So this is the part that got kind of annoying, dealing with the Valkyries here. It got kind of annoying. I didn't have it set up the correct way to be able to provoke everybody, because I didn't have as much accuracy as I needed on my champion here. But I ended up reworking her kit and putting a lot more accuracy to be able to get those provokes off. And then from that point on, you want to try to see if you could land. I tried to see if I could land fears with the Madame Sarahs, and hoped that it wouldn't, you know, like that they wouldn't be able to attack. But for the most part, you want to make sure you get that cool reset, cool skill down, reset your skills with the Painkeeper, and then you want to continue on and fight those waves. As you see, we did get a fear on the Valkyrie on the right hand side, so the fear did stop her from attacking, which was good. So that's pretty much how you want to run this fight. I didn't know what else to do here, but I used my the one where she steal buffs because I knew that I would have the buff removal for my Madame Sarah's next. So I'm gonna have the buff removal coming up here, and that'll make it so. And then you want to make sure you single attack because you don't want to hit everybody and then they all attack. So, and only reason why I'm going after him because I don't know, I just went after him, like, and then I didn't do it because I thought that I didn't have my provoke, and I wanted to be able to. Yeah, I was waiting for the second waves of those, and then I was gonna continue on from here. So I went with the single target. 2 enemies are down. I'm not gonna heal yet because I want to have all my people up before I heal. So now we do the buff removal, and then we bring everybody back. And then from that point on, you do the heal with the Painkeeper. You gotta have your Painkeeper high HP and very fast. Like, not very, very fast, but fast enough. With the Painkeeper, it was just a little... You see she's level 50, but she's fully ascended level 50, and she really helped this run. I couldn't do it with my DPS champion. So we're gonna, from this point on, we have this on lock. So we're gonna skip forward a little bit, and you see all you gotta do is just keep them controlled for the most part, and that's how you could beat like level 20, is just keeping the enemies controlled. So for me, I like to get these enemies out the way first because they are annoying to me. I dropped the turn meter of the boss because I didn't want him to attack yet, and we gotta provoke those enemies there. So what you want to do is just knock the ads out first. The ads are really annoying. So I got the ads out of the way first so they won't be putting up the block and stuff like that. We needed a regen set on the Kaden. The regen set on the Kaden is the most clutch thing that you could have because the regen set makes it so that he can like survive the HP burns that are on him, and it basically the HP burns and the poison, it kind of counters it in a way, and you can still keep your reviver alive so that you can make sure that they come back. Regen sets on your HP champions, or champions with high HP, champions with your defense champions, and as well as your revivers and other support type champions. That's very clutch to have. I would recommend you guys, a regen set is so underrated, and regen set is definitely something that you would want to have. So you see, we're just going through making sure we get this ad out the way, and then after we get that ad out the way, we're going to focus on the other. Our cohort dies a couple times. She has 37k HP, I believe, which is not a lot. You want to try to get as much HP as possible with doing faction wars in general. Like, HP is very important. Defense is important as well, but HP to me is more important than defense. Like, you need to have that HP because a lot of these bosses have ignore defense and stuff like that. So you want to make sure that you could do that. So I know this is my first video doing this stuff, but oh man, I've been wanting to do this for a minute. I didn't know how I was gonna do it. So he resisted our provoke, which is whatever. We just want to get that person out the way. And actually, let me fast forward this a little bit. So you see, we use the turn meter drop on him. We're gonna heal up, and We had the ally protect on the cold heart, which is coming in clutch, so we're not taking that full damage, and we're just gonna keep mowing through. You want to try not to use your abilities when you have the True Fear on you. Try your best not to do that. It is very RNG, so just, you see, I just went with the single skill with the Painkeeper, and it didn't take it away, because it would have took it away, and I would have never had the cooldown reduction. So you want to hit the decreased attack and defense, or have a champion that can do that. I know a lot of people have a Madame Sears. I'm sorry. That's basically what I was able to do. I like the provoke skill from I used the provoke skill to give her that little bit of shield, and then we got the extra turn. She is in a relentless set, so that's how we ended up doing that. You want to make sure that you're trying to control the turn meter of the boss as much as possible. That's the reason why she comes in very clutch with her decreased turn meters. And then we have our cold heart, and I was thinking that I could save it and see if we could lap him, but I don't think we had enough speed to do that, so that's why I ended up doing that. And you see we get the heals up with the Painkeeper. Painkeeper is very clutch in this fight. Okay, so you want to keep knocking the turn meter down as much as possible. Get those freaking, I don't know why I didn't use the one with the poison, but hopefully, you know, try to get those poisons laid on them from the cold heart, and then just keep mowing through. So we're gonna fast forward this just a little bit here. Okay, so you will lose your provoker as well as the cold heart. They will be lost, but the Kaden comes in clutch with the revives. If you do not have these exact champions that I have, what you can do is make sure that you run everybody with the regen set. For the most part, high HP with regen sets could really get a lot of these things done. If you have control type champions, it sucks if you don't have a control type champion, because then you got to use artifacts to give you control, with like a stun set or a provoke, and I feel like that would it would make it way harder to get through the wave. So you gotta pretty much you gotta have some luck when it comes to getting these champions. Some of the rares do the job as well. I don't know any rares off the top of my head that can do the job that these champions are doing for me, but for the most part, I just want you guys to be able to see a different way or a different team, because some YouTubers have different teams and their teams are like stronger and they have a lot of stuff, and then you don't know what to do and all that. But every time you hit this champion, it's a chance to get an HP burn, and then when he attacks, he could do a True Fear as well as a poison. So it gets kind of annoying. It does get kind of annoying, but Painkeeper really helps out here. I did not want to use, you see, we're going with A1 so that we won't end up losing our abilities here. So with that one, I went with the A2, but it didn't matter as much because we're getting closer to the end of the fight. Plus, I still have my revivers with my reviver with decent health. And you want to make sure that Painkeeper is alive as well, because that Painkeeper reduces the cooldown for the revives, which is very clutch. So you see we end up losing our champion here, and then we're going to end up losing the cold heart. At this point, you want to let the cold heart die, or let the champions that are that low die, so that you can bring them back with a decent amount of health and then continue the fight from there on out. So we want to heal, but I didn't know if I would lose it. I didn't want to lose my heal, so that's what we're going to end up doing. I don't want to lose anything right now because this fight is very close. We want to make sure we get that shield on our champion here, and it's our Vizix. That's her name, our Vizix here. And then let's continue here. So we want to get the heals off, which was a clutch heal there for the cold heart. And then you want to just continue from here on out and try to mold them down. This, yep, that killed him, and yeah, that was that there. So we ended up getting our book and everything, and that's how we did it. Okay, so let's go, and I'm gonna go and look at my champions here and show you guys what I ended up doing with them. So I think I changed some gear around. I'm not 100% certain, but I think I changed some gear around. This, let's see. Demon spawn. Here's our dark elves. Okay, so you see, I have like a vizier. I tried a vizier out because I wanted to be able to try to see if I could extend those debuffs with poisons and stuff, and try to see if I could stop, keep him from every time he takes a turn he gets hurt. That didn't work. We don't have enough HP, and well, enough HP, but the cold heart worked way better because it dropped the turn meter. We also have a ray, which is pretty good for like arena and stuff, but didn't work much in that situation. Azralith is also just an arena. We got Queen Ava, so we do have champions, but the issue is a lot of these champions don't work when it comes down to this fight. Ghostborn would have actually worked, but I felt like Madame Seris was better because of the buff removal. So this is what we end up going with here. We have perception sets, one perception set, as well as having our relentless set on our physics. With the physics, we have accuracy, HP there, defense here with the crit rate. The crit rate isn't that high. I wish I could have got the crit damage a little higher, but I think I went with a defense amulet there. We got a defense chest piece, and we have speed boots. We got speed rolls on our perception, as well as crit damage and accuracy. And then we got some speed rolls here with accuracy and crit rate. Here we have the HP for, I just want to get her, her HP a little higher. I try to get us to like 30 something K. And yes, we do have a defense amulet here, which actually would probably benefit more if I changed it out for like the crit damage, and then hopefully got a roll of like accuracy somewhere, or this one actually, to get some accuracy as well as resistance and some defense there, because we didn't really need as much defense as we had, especially because I think the boss was ignoring defense. I think the boss was ignoring defense. I'm not 100% sure, but I think he was. We have a resistance banner. The reason why I had the resistance banner is because I try to be able to resist as much of the debuffs as possible with the physics. So we have a 198 speed, which could be higher with glyphs. We have 34k HP, 4.5k defense. Attack doesn't matter. 198 speed here. 56 crit rate, which I wish could be higher, but we did get a decent amount of crits, and I need to get this higher, but I wanted to have the debuff resistance and the debuff accuracy a little higher, or as high as I can have it. You want to have it at least at like, I would say you want to have it higher than 215, but you see, I was pretty good at landing all that stuff. You want to have it around 200, but to be comfortable, I would say around 250. So you see, I did not have masteries on her. I have not changed her since then, which I will master her out eventually, because I want to use her in a Doom Tower, and she comes in clutch with the provokes. So you see, I only went with defense with the rejuvenation, just because I wanted the amount of healing that she gives to try to keep her alive. We have the accuracy here with the heals champion every time somebody gets killed, just because she was taking a lot of the damage. So when you kill somebody, she gets the health back, which that's the reason why I did it. We have accuracy here, and that was most likely helping us a lot with the provokes and everything. And we have the turn meter increase when the buff expire and when a debuff expires. So we ended up going with that. I probably, if I would have leveled it up a little bit more, I would go with Lord Steel because it'll give me that extra accuracy on from the perception sets, as well as a little bit more speed. I think it give you like 1 more speed or something like that. So that's my Vizix. We're gonna go down to the, I don't know why I went to Queen David. So we're gonna go down to our Madam Series. I have her built. This is what I had her built out when I was using her in Arena. Well, I still use her in Arena currently. So we have some speed here with some crit rate, as well as accuracy and resistance. We have resistance, accuracy, and all that stuff there. Triple speed roll on the perception. We had crit rate gloves, which aren't maxed, so we could max those out. We have HP chest, as well as speed boots. I want to get some better speed boots though. I want to get like some 6-star speed boosts to make her a little bit better. You see we end up going with 221 on the speed, 41k, 2.3k defense, 68 crit rate, 95 crit damage. The debuff resistance is low, but this, and we got 349 accuracy. But remember, this is mainly for like people that's like, you know, newer or don't really have super high stats. I don't have super high stats yet, and I've been playing this game for about a year. So you want to have our accuracy here. I have an accuracy, and I would actually think about using crit damage. I wouldn't use crit damage. I would keep the defense. And then here I got 2 HP rolls just to get her health up a little bit. So that's what I end up going with there. I would want a banner that has a double roll or a triple roll on speed to make her a lot faster. I actually do have one with a double roll here, but it would mess up my accuracy too much for my Arena. So I don't think I would do that. But it would make her 5 points faster, which is actually kind of clutch. But with our Kaden, so you see he's missing a piece. That's because I took the piece off to put it on another champion to do another faction war. So I did have 14 here for speed, which is a double roll on speed is nice. We went with a resilience set, HP there, and we got some accuracy here. His accuracy was actually higher than this. It was like 210 or 200 something. We got a double roll on speed here, and we got triple roll on crit damage there with a single roll on accuracy. So that's pretty decent. And the boots, let me see, because I changed them around. I think I put them on him. So yeah, I had the accuracy boots with the 40 speed, and that helped me out quite a bit. You see, it went from like 210 to like almost 230 accuracy there, so that helped out a lot. And yeah, that's what I used him for. You see, he is booked. He's booked out. Oh, Vizix is not booked. Mind you, Vizix is not booked. Okay, and Madam Series, she's booked. I booked her a long time ago, and yeah, he is booked as well. He has a decent amount of his masteries, but the reason why is because I wanted him to be a little bit. I had him in a perception set, and I wanted him to have a little bit of extra speed and accuracy, but he was dying. So I changed it out and put him in a regeneration set so that he could survive the HP burns and keep himself alive while we're trying to heal with the Painkeeper, which that really helped out a lot. So generally, to make the runs a lot faster, you could get War Master on all your champions. I actually do not, I don't have a max, so nah, you wouldn't know. But with my cohort here, this is generally what I went with. I went here, I got like a lot more stuff in the offensive tree to try to help out. I kind of want to do Helm Smasher over Giant Slayer, but Giant Slayer was working pretty good for me, so I went with Giant Slayer. She's running a reflex set with Divine Offense. I'm gonna change her up a little bit because I don't really like how I got her set up, but her accuracy is low. As you can see, it's not optimal. So I'm gonna change her up a little bit and try to fix her. Probably try to see if I can get a crit damage amulet that gives me a couple rolls on accuracy, because we definitely need more accuracy on this cohort. So we have 34k and 2.7k attack, 1.5k defense, which I want it to be around 2k, but we'll figure that out later. The speed is low, 183. I could get that a lot higher. The crit rate is low at 54, but I went to have a lot more crit damage because that cohort ability with the what is it called? Her Heartseeker, it gives you a 30% extra chance of inflicting a critical hit. So it helps out with having a lower like technically I have an 84 crit rate. So you want to get her to a 70 and then let that take you to, 100. But in a perfect world, that's what we would want. But that's not what we ended up getting. So that's the reason why she's built this way. Because I wanted a reflex. I wanted a reflex set on her because that was actually helping us get a lot more Heartseekers. And remember to always go for the stats first and then go with the sets. Only reason why I go with sets is because I want them to play a certain way, and sometimes I sacrifice some attributes for that. So we went with, you got a speed roll here with crit rate. We have crit damage here with accuracy and attack with some speed. I'm actually probably going to change this out and see if I can get something that got crit rate here instead of crit damage, because I can deal with 200, just 200 flat. I wanted to get her to 250 though. We have accuracy and crit rate here. We have double speed rolls here on crit damage gauntlets. We have HP chest with crit damage as well as speed, and we have speed boost here with crit damage and some HP. So, and then this, I wanted to fully max this to get the little bit of extra, because we're at 179 and I think this will get us to 70. So we'll get 12 accuracy, so we'll have like 10, well, like 191 or 192 or something like that. No, 191. Yeah, but in the perfect world. But yeah. Oh, and the Painkeeper. She is in a regen set, as you can see. HP here, and speed here with some HP rolls. I wish I wanted to hit HP percentage, but I couldn't. It's not a perfect world, so you're not gonna always get what you want. But that worked out for me anyway, so it's whatever. We got some speed here. Resistance, decent amount. We don't need accuracy. We got a double speed roll here, which was really nice. We have speed roll here with double roll accuracy, double speed roll again, and a double regular HP roll, which kind of made me upset, but whatever. With her, we did we got her masteries down a little bit. So we went with Delayed Death, and I would have went with Retribution just to help with getting her turn meter back faster, because her A1 gives her a turn meter. We went with Lore Steel to get more speed, because we got some speed sets, and I went with HP and stuff. We went with the value of heals increased by 5%. I don't know why I went with the shield. I don't know why I went with that. I don't. I should have just went with this, but I don't know why I did that. I was kind of, I'm tripping. But rapid response and healer savior, and let's see, she has 43k, which I wanted it to be around 50, but whatever. We got 204 speed. If you 6-star her, and max her out at level 60, she'll definitely have, with this gear, she'll probably have around 60 something K, just because her HP is higher. But you know, I didn't do that, so I'm just showing you can do it with a level 50. We have crit rate as well as some crit damage here, just a little bit, 32 and 70, and then debuff resistance, all that stuff. But only thing I really cared about with her is getting her HP as high as possible, as well as getting that speed, so that you could be able to use her skills as frequently as possible. As you see, fills his champion's turn meter by 10%, so that's why the counter attack would have helped out. It's just a lot of damage there, which is not important because she doesn't hit that hard anyway. Attacks all enemies and heal all allies by 15% of this champion's max HP. That was coming in clutch. So that's generally what I was using for the most part to keep our champions alive, or try our best to. And you want to make sure you get the cooldowns here. So I would really try to prioritize the A2 and the A3, and not really the A1. Like, if the A1 is not leveled up, so be it. But these two, you need those. But that is it for the video. I really hope you guys enjoyed. We're gonna open this stuff from Clan Boss, see what we can get. So we end up getting, and we got a speed roll, which is pretty nice, accuracy, and some crit damage there. So I'm gonna keep that, and let's do this one. See if we get a book, so that's pretty nice. Accuracy chest with HP and resistance. Yep, I'm gonna keep that. And just in case if I want to go like with an accuracy roll. But, and one more thing, right after, you know, I showed you guys the freaking faction wars and all that, this is my Great Hall. So you see how it is. I'm actually in the process of leveling it. I've been playing a lot of arena recently, so I'm in the process of leveling this stuff up. But this is my Great Hall, and it's not the best, as you see. Like, it's not. So you see that I was able to get through all the faction war levels without having my Great Hall max. This will be an issue trying to do Doom Tower. The highest level I got to in Doom Tower right now is like level 90, but that's because I didn't focus on my Great Hall. Like, if I had all my Great Hall stuff leveled up, I would easily be able to do the Doom Tower stuff. But I gotta come up with the stats elsewhere, like the accuracy and all that stuff. So that's it. I just want to show you guys that, and to show you that it is possible to do faction wars with a low Great Hall. Okay, so, and I actually just leveled this up, the HP up to like level 9. I did it 8 and 9 like 2 days ago. So this was actually just level 6, I think, when I was doing all my faction war stuff. But yeah, so that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and comment, subscribe, and we'll be back. All right, peace.
No, wait! He should have hit the like button.
Listen!